watching The Sports Spin, presented by Uinta Basin Healthcare. Health and healing, every person, every time.
Welcome to The Sports Spin, your weekly dose of sports action, presented by Uinta Basin Healthcare. I'm John Nurden, Mark Mason. We watch the games, we call the games, and now we spin the games.
Today on The Sports Spin, we talk Super Bowl, state drill competitions, and talk with Coach Labrum on the spin cycle. But first, you know what it's time for. It's time for the Week Rewind.
All right, Mark, here we go. So, big Super Bowl week. What a great game.
That's the most ridiculous football game I've ever seen in my life. I was so tuned out by the middle of the third quarter. I'm like, it's going to be 50-3. I'm going to lose to John.
No. You're not going to lose to me because you picked those ugly suckers. 28-3.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe I didn't get a text from you.
Right.
I'm like, he's not rubbing it in yet.
Right.
Oh, there's a chance for the comeback.
Oh, you picked the Falcons, not me. No, okay, so I picked the Falcons anyway. But I want a close game, and then
you got it.
A couple of things happen. A touchdown, then a missed extra point. Like, okay, well now they can't come back. Then they kick a field goal. Then they don't get the onside kick. Like all these things are adding up.
Things. And Mark, what I tell you,
yeah.
You know, the MVP. We knew that was going to happen, but for me, Edelman's catch. That was the turnaround of the game, the difference.
The catch, he double clutches that ball.
And then some.
It is this far off the ground.
Off a guy's leg, no legs.
Yeah.
Three players around him.
Two of them are pulling his arms down.
Unbelievable.
Beats the helmet catch.
It does beat the helmet
Super Bowl history, most shocking play. Would that rank in the top 5?
For me, it's got to be one of the top 5.
Malcolm Butler's interception is the most shocking. You know, you're right.
It's pretty good,
right? So that's got to be somewhere in the top 5.
How about
the helmet catch has got to be number 2?
Edelman's right.
Edelman's got to be right in there somewhere. Oh my gosh,
that was fun.
Right. So Super Bowl winners.
Watch the Super Bowl and then quit is a little disappointed because it went into overtime. Great finish.
First overtime ever. Do you know it's
largest comeback ever?
It set like 25 records for a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Most pass catches, most yards by a running back, most tied for most touchdowns by a running back, most pass yards for a quarterback.
So,
man, did you just take a shower over there? That's how excited I am.
All right, here we go. So, the Super Bowl's over. We're done with football now. Time to move on.
No, I love football.
Where are we going here? Tabiona versus Duchesne?
Yeah, here we go. Tabiona, Duchesne, boys and girls played. VTV was there.
You know,
oh my gosh, did this one go to overtime too?
Epic. This is one of my favorite games. I had the opportunity to call this game, Mark. So much fun. If you're going to drive down to Duchesne from my house, the hour-and-a-half drive is well worth it for this game.
We're going to see some more of that young man later.
You know, and that play right there was just two kids battling all night long.
Inside, outside,
that was
fouls that aren't getting called, tough in the post. Look at this.
Just back and forth, and it was player against player, and there was some individual battles that went on, and then there was the team battle.
The coaching battles.
The coaches, they called timeouts at the end to strategize against one another. And you know they know each other like they know the back of their hand. Yeah. And it was really a fun game. Thank you, both teams. It was a shame someone had to lose. Duchesne ends up on top. They're the home team, probably, the way it should be.
Yeah, it seems like somebody called that on the calls of the week. Oh, I did. We'll get to that later.
So did I, by the way.
Yeah, so
wondering.
Let's go on because, as long as we're talking
state championships in Duchesne,
number
14 in a row.
That is just ridiculous.
These girls don't remember a time in their life when their high school didn't take state.
We had them on the set. Look at the precision. Oh my gosh, I haven't eaten a bowl of cereal that precise in my whole life. This is amazing. And it's 5 days a week, 2 to 3 hours a day, and look at the payoff.
And often 6 days a week.
I mean, I have chills all over my body right now.
It's
because
unbelievable.
Their precision is unrivaled. Nobody has won 14 in a row of anything. Duchesne drill team.
Duchesne's got it.
Yeah.
They're the one.
They're the one.
One of the things that got me is Coach said that she had a lanyard that they just passed on from coach to coach, and just the nostalgia to know that your 14-year-old daughter has never been alive without a state championship at the high school.
And that lanyard was held by the first championship in this run.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
It was the best because we were trying to jinx them.
For them, they had three seniors with all-state honors for academics, and then they had all-state honors for 3 other kids, as well as Leffler and Workman had first and second in the drill down.
Yeah.
And then, let's move on.
Uinta.
Who's been a pretty good dynasty, moved up to 4A, and they ended up 4th this year. With coach.
2 third-place dances.
Yes, and right in there. They're right in the.
I think it's just small percentage points that separates 1st through 4th.
Mark, for me, it's always such a tough thing. If Uinta and Union play basketball, or Duchesne and Union, you have a winner. In drill, you're playing to a judge and a jury.
We like that fluffy dress better than the sequin dress.
Yeah, and it's always a little tough. And you could argue that on the other side, well, we're always going to give it to Uinta. But anyway, they did a great job. They worked hard this year. They also had 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in the drill down. Vanessa
Smew and Nicole Cundiff were 2nd and 3rd.
And they were against Maple Mountain, and the 3 of them against one girl. They got them all together. One command, and all the Uinta went the wrong way and gave it to the Mountain girl.
So, okay, congratulations to everyone. Great week, except for the Patriots. They cheated to get there. So we're going to move on to the L&L Monster replays. So no deflated footballs, no stealing signals on the sideline, none of that here. These are pure plays right here.
These are pure plays. Lock, cotton, ready to rock. Altamont was ready for the vote, and they came hard. 85%.
It's probably one of the highest weeks of voting. Thank you, Altamont, for joining. And let's get this in slow motion. Zach Hansen goes up and says to Lamborn, Lamborn's not going to go away quietly in these highlights.
We got a little battle going on here between the two. Coming up in a second.
Hansen wins that one, but we're going to hear from Lamborn later. But let's put on Duchesne. What are we going to call this one?
Sweep.
Of course it's a sweep. They were first place in everything. They took 1st through 3rd in the drill down. I mean, they swept the whole thing. Everyone else, as soon as Duchesne showed up, was playing for 2nd place or worse. And look at that team captain holding that state championship trophy.
What a fun thing. So it's such a battle, and we really made this one a challenge for everybody because the next one, Lamborn, Lamb among Tigers, and he just goes nonstop in this game. We ran the highlights of this game, Mark, and we talked about a couple other kids, and then we're like, Lamborn.
He's going right hand, he's going left hand, he's going deep.
He just never stopped in this game. It was just a really fun game to see him.
Mid-range, long range, post, left, right hand. This guy's a beast.
Look at him just fist pumping and loving this.
Yeah.
So Mark, we got to get everyone to get out the vote. Make sure they get in there. Going to be tough. We got 2 Duchesnes and 1 Altamont going against each other this week.
Let's see who wins that one. I think Altamont's ready to play. Can Duchesne hang with him? Let's find out.
Make sure you follow us on Twitter at The Sports Spin. And make sure you vote.
For your favorite L&L Monster replay, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll be right back.
It's not about the miles you take when you're driving, but the milestones you see when you get to where you're going. When you graduate high school, buy your first car, get married, start a family, find your first home, and grow old together. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor. People you know. People who care.
Welcome to the Spin Cycle. I have Coach Matt Labrum from Union High School, and thanks for joining us on the show today.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thanks for giving us the opportunity.
Yeah, one of my favorite parts about Union High School athletics is the coaching staffs working together. You're head coach for football. You're helping Coach Garrett here on the basketball team. Does it help to have similar minds working together throughout the year like that?
I totally believe in that. I think that's a huge thing, and I think that's a huge thing for our success thus far and for us to build a tradition. I think if everybody helps each other out, I think it's a big thing. We try to get all of our athletes to play multiple sports, and so as coaches, we feel like we should coach multiple sports too.
Yeah, and you hear the multiple sport thing, and so much nowadays it's all about you've got to play one sport, or you hear that. As an athlete myself, seeing different coaching styles, different sports, how important is it to share the athletes, and what do you think about their development as future, basically Americans, contributors to society? How important is it to share the athletes like that?
Oh, I think it's hugely important. It's a belief of mine ever since I started coaching. You want their kids to go out and compete in whatever they can compete at, and I think it helps them in whatever their favorite sport is. And you don't know what they're going to develop, how they're going to develop, what sport they're going to be best at. It's too young to start specializing, and at our school, we got to have kids playing all sports. So.
Right, year 2 of Coach Garrett's regime here in the basketball program, taking some lumps, but competitive in those lumps. I want to go back to the UNA game specifically. I think if you had 3 more minutes, you win that game. What do you think about that?
You know what? UNA is good. They were good, and they took it to us. I was most proud of our kids because we were down 30 right there. I remember looking at the scoreboard, and it was 50-20, and the kids just kept fighting back. And I think that actually kind of helped set a tone for us and to understand that we're never out of a game as long as we, fight hard and finish till the last buzzer.
Yeah, right there at the end, we had a close-up of Coach Garrett, and he is just chewing his bottom lip, and I'm thinking to myself, he just needs 3 more minutes, And like you say, you in a heck of a ball club, but that was a competitive game, and never once did I see the kids' shoulders drop. Is that something you work on with them, mental toughness in your programs?
I think we talk about that a lot, and I think that's what multiple sport playing does for you. I think, being able to compete in different situations, having different coaches that you have to listen to and grow with, I think that's a huge thing, and you don't ever want to see the kids slump their shoulders. You want them to be proud. You want them to play to the last buzzer.
Sure, and there's a lot of pride here at Union High School. I want to thank Coach you for joining us here on the show. Always a pleasure to have you here. And that's it for the spin cycle today. Good luck in the game tonight.
Hey, thank you.
I'm Amanda Hartman. I'm the new Director of Nursing here at the Villa. Here at the Villa, it's far more than a nurse-patient relationship. You truly are like a family. We have a community here, we have neighborhoods within our community, and we create lasting relationships that mirror that of our own families.
We're kind of just one big family because we're their sole providers, and we spend a lot of time with each and every resident. Even our rehab patients are here for months at a time, so we really create a family-like environment with them also.
Welcome back. It's time for the calls of the week.
So, Mark, you and I, we don't have a lot of passion for this segment very often. So, like always, let's go ahead and review last week.
Man, so we go Super Bowl winners. You get in early on the Pats. So
whatever you want.
Because
we want the Pats anyway.
Because we always have to pick a score. I'm like, I'll just go against you.
Yeah, way to set that up last
Falcons.
week. Try to give yourself an out.
At halftime, this is how Belichick's speech went. Tom, we've tried everything. Now it's time to cheat.
Hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Right. Okay. So Super Bowl MVP. We knew it was going to a quarterback.
Oh, no, we knew it was going to Brady. Remember I said it didn't matter if they won or lost.
Brady's going to get it. Okay, so,
Absolutely.
And he might have, even if they had lost that game. The guy's
that was
a wizard.
Comeback.
He's 39.
Comebacks.
And he took a beating. And somehow.
How did he? Yeah, he was down and out. Nobody comes back from that. Nobody does.
Nobody. Okay.
Nobody ever has.
So John gets the first two. The next two calls were.
So the next call was
two
Duchesne.
calls.
No, it was
boys,
one call.
Duchesne girls versus Duchesne. Taviona.
We have 3 calls of the week. So that
no, we
never
did
a
4
tie.
for some reason.
We don't.
We did that. So push, because I got both of those. John went against the.
This is ridiculous math that you're doing right now.
No. It's
Loser.
Push.
Mason loses the call of the week once again.
Push.
What is it, like 10-0?
No, you haven't won in like 5 weeks, and all of a sudden it's 10-0.
Yeah.
I don't even understand this.
I don't either, but if you go back and look show after show after show.
I gave you a gimme. I gave you the Patriots.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
For giving it to me.
All right, so John's finally on the board. In the last 6 weeks, it's 5-1. Let's see if he can get another one right here.
Here we go, Mason. First call of the week. Tabiona at Altamont.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to do here. Should we just call with whether one of the coaches' heads are going to pop off from screaming? Because this is going to be a great game.
It is going to be a great game.
And my call is this going to be a close game, 4 points, within 4 points, and it's at Altamont.
Yep.
I get to pick first.
Yeah,
Altamont wins.
You first. All right, I'll go against you just to go against you. But I did have Altamont picked.
Yeah.
So know that I love you, Altamont. But
look at him
here's
hedging.
the deal.
Hedging.
Tabiona.
Yeah,
gonna
Tabiona.
Take this one.
4 points?
Oh, I'm just going to say they're going to win.
Oh, you're going to win. Okay.
Right.
So I'll just go win-win. Winner.
Oh, you said 4 points, so I got
Altamont win. Tabiona wins. Wasatch at Uinta.
All right, I'm going to let you pick this one first, sir.
Uinta just has to win. They have to beat Wasatch to have a chance at the playoffs. That's it. So if they don't bring their A game, they're just basically waving the white flag on the season, right? I say they bring their A game. I think they win this game.
Boy, I have them winning as well. They just played good and hard, and they just certain circumstances seem to be coming together. I'm going to go with a win as well. Even though I want to go against you, to go against you. But I'm going to go with Uinta by 3.
Okay, I'll go Uinta by 3.5 or more. So
Had a kid, Mark.
Right?
Well done on The Price is Right.
Right, we'll go above you on that.
Mark and The Price is Right.
Stansbury at
$1.
Union. Next one. Stansbury at Union. Stansbury at Union. What do you got? Cougars are coming
Stansbury.
on. You got Stansbury? That's just the way you're going?
Yeah.
Well, we got to have something. I got to go against you.
I would.
Cougars.
You should go with Cougars. They're your team. You love them.
All right.
I mean, they're going to hate me now because it's like 2 weeks in a row.
No, you haven't called for the Cougars all season. That even goes back into football. You haven't called for them all season. I don't think you can go across the Uinta-Duchesne County line anymore. You're done.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep yapping. Here we
all
go.
right, we'll be right back after this.
I'm Amanda Hartman. I'm the new director of nursing here at the Villa. Here at the Villa, it's far more than a nurse-patient relationship. You truly are like a family. We have a community here, we have neighborhoods within our community, and we create lasting relationships that mirror that of our own families.
We're kind of just one big family because we're their sole providers, and we spend a lot of time with each and every resident. Even our rehab patients are here for months at a time, so we really create a family-like environment with them also.
Welcome back to the Sports Spin. It's time for the Fast Dash.
On the Fast Dash, we have from Uinta High School,
Mark,
the famous, the one and only. Hold on, wait, stop
Wait.
the press.
We have a new set.
Look at this. Don't we look homey?
Takes the weight right off my gun.
Right. Gain 10 pounds. Lose 10 pounds.
All right.
Okay. So
back to where we were. Sorry.
Back to
Sorry to
where
interrupt.
I had to go to the guests first. Celia Peterson, the judge, the jury, whatever you want to call her. She's here with us today. Thanks for joining us here on the Sports Spin.
No problem.
Yeah, you're a swimmer, and I understand you do things backwards.
Yes.
You're a backstroke specialist, right? 100 meters or
100 yards.
100 yards. Well, really, what's the difference?
Nah, there's quite a difference, but
Okay.
it's okay.
All right. That shows my ignorance in swimming. Although I am a distance swimmer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the longest I've swam in competition, 2.5 miles.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
How long did it take you?
Hour and 14 minutes.
Very nice.
I thought you were going to say a couple days.
Several days.
I'm pretty slow. Let's move on from me. Okay. We're here for Celia.
All right, so you know how this works? What we do is we'll put 60 seconds on the clock.
Okay.
And we'll ask you a bunch of questions. You just fire out the answers that come to you.
Okay.
All right, who wants to do this first?
Here we go. Ready?
You go.
Let's go. Pool or pond?
Cool.
Favorite Olympic swimmer?
Michael Phelps.
Mine is Amanda Beard.
Oh, yeah. I actually met her once.
Yeah, here in Vernal. She was awesome.
Very good. Mine was favorite swimmer. Wait a minute, you already did that one.
Yeah.
You stole my questions, Mark.
Right.
What'd you
Time
do?
is
Jump in
running
late? I know it's okay. We don't care about the clock anymore. Speedo or anything else?
I'm more of a TYR girl, so
There we
anything
go.
else.
TYR. Crazy socks, no socks, or old man socks?
Crazy socks.
There we go.
Come on. All right. What's your favorite stroke? Is it the backstroke?
Backstroke.
Then what?
Then freestyle, then breaststroke, then butterfly.
All right.
Casual like Denny's or upscale dinner like
Denny's,
Denny's?
obviously.
Well, you didn't need to hear the other one. Denny's.
No, just Denny's.
Grand Slam, what do you go for?
I go for usually the sticky bun pancakes.
That's good.
You gotta hit your
Good
carbs.
choice.
Who's you guys' rival in swimming?
Wasatch.
All right, good.
Yeah.
We're going to beat them?
They're 3
The answer
times.
is yes.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
very good.
The answer is definitely yes. All right, a minute goes by pretty quick. We're done.
Yeah. Really?
You did well. Anything else you want to say to the home crowd? Go UNA.
Go Utes.
All right. Thanks for joining us here on The Sports Spin, presented by UNA Basin Healthcare. Health and healing, every person, every time. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and we'll see you next week.